So here's a preview of the 49ers versus Seahawks. Here's why the 49ers should be able to bounce back this week. The time of possession. We're kind of like solid when it comes to time of possession. The reason why they're 1-2 has been factored as time of possession for the Seahawks. Here's what we can do to win this game. One, their secondary is not great. You do good on pass protection, give Jimmy enough time on the pocket. This will be a really good matchup when it comes to Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. They should be able to match well against this defense. But when it comes down to their offense, Russell Wilson is like the only guy we got to focus on too. But let's not underestimate the receivers they got. DK Metcalf is one hell of a good receiver. Tyler Lockett's really good. I don't know much about their tight ends. I just know that they have two tight ends. One is Gerald Everett. The other one is, Will Dissly or something? That's pretty much about the only ones I can hear about. And then you got their running back, Chris Carson. When he's on a roll, this is where Seattle gets at their best right there. So this is the three keys to the game. Make sure to run the time of possession, because that's where Seattle struggled mostly the first three games, is time of possession. Stopping Chris Carson is key. Why stopping Chris Carson is key? Because it kind of ruins their play action. It ruins the rhythm a little bit for Seattle, because Seattle needs to have a running game to get on the rhythm. And if we can't slow down Chris Carson, it's going to be a really tough day. And then the main focus is to limit Russell Wilson. What I mean by limit Russell Wilson, it's very simple. Don't let him run. Contain him. Spy him. Make sure to limit those big plays from happening. Make sure to limit those. And the one thing we need to improve on, which I'm going to give you the three phases of the Niners need to improve on. We need to improve in the secondary. Most of all, we cannot give up those big plays. We can't give up a lot of those. And enough of those penalties. You guys got to be disciplined. You got to play better. And our defensive line needs to play the best football, because the game against the Packers, it was a non-existence. So as far as this offense, we got to get on a roll. We got to run the ball good. If we run the ball good, I got a gut feeling we're going to be able to beat the Seattle Seahawks. So here's the one matchup player that we need to look out for. So for Seattle, Tyler Lockett. Why do I say Tyler Lockett? Because he can really be a mismatch problem. He can really separate. He can really make the plays. I mean, DK Metcalf's a big play guy too, but I think Tyler Lockett is the one guy we got to focus on. And then the third guy is definitely Chris Carson, because if you don't stop him, then it's gonna be hard for our defense to maintain the stops and all that. So that's another guy on defense. So on defense for the Seahawks, the one player we gotta watch out for, of course, Bobby Wagner. He's the heart and soul of their defense. He's a really good player. He makes the plays. He's a very good player to put on the team in general. He's been their heart and soul for many years, and he's somebody you got to watch out for. He can make some tackles. He may have some decent coverage here and there, but he's not the same player, but he still is a factor. He can create turnovers. He can stop you from big plays. So that's the one guy we got to avoid for. But most of all, their defensive line is all right. They got Kerry Hyder. That's their biggest pickup addition so far. So that's an interesting one. But then they do got Carlos Dunlap. So that would be the only test that we got against Seattle, is their pass rush. Can we withstand their pass rush? We'll have to wait and see. So here's the Niners matchup. Here's the guy who should be a factor. George Kittle. George Kittle needs to have a breakout game. And our running back just has to play good. I just believe that our running back has to play good. So on defense, Nick Bosa has to produce. He has to play his best game. He has to be able to be a factor. So I expect Bosa to at least get enough pressure and get to Russell Wilson one or two times at least. I want to see Bosa step up after this performance against the Packers. He's got to play better. I expect at least Fred Warner to bounce back. I expect the secondary to at least be a little bit better this time. I know it's a weakness and it needs to get improved better, but we'll have to look forward to Seattle's game. So that's going to be the only concern, is the fact that Russell Wilson can throw in those deep balls. That's going to be the only problem right there. But if we can limit those plays from happening, I believe we're in position to win. So here's what my prediction will be for the Niners and Seahawks. It's going to be at home at Levi Stadium. The crowd's going to get loud. And as realistic as it sounds, Seattle's coming off a 2-game losing streak. And the Niners are coming off a heartbreaking defeat. So the team that lost in the last second of the game is pretty much the team that's going to win. The team that came away that came with 2 straight losses is pretty much losing rhythm. So what I think of this situation is I believe the 49ers are going to win. So the score will be 31 49ers, Seahawks 24. I see kind of more of a 7-point difference, but I see us winning this game. So let me know what y'all think. The 49ers should be able to bounce back. That's the formula. Time of possession, running the ball effectively, and defensively create some pressure. That's the way I see it. So let me know what y'all think. CG Ruthless Sports is out, and you already know. Go Niners.